Alright, Shalom. These are the brothers from Great Millstone Charlotte camp. First and foremost, we want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakar, Kadash, and double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone that taught us this truth. It's, well in sincerity and in truth. And double salutations to the Akim across the four winds of the world, man. Shalom.
Shalom.
Basically, we're going to get into like the times that we coming in. We coming into some glorious times, man. The kingdom of heaven is at hand, man. The kingdom of heaven is coming. It's nearer than what we believe, man. Even though it's tarrying right now, and you know, the Lord's long suffering, but all we got to do is hold fast into this truth and, you know, be occupied in the prophecies, man. Because like I said, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. I'm going to start off with 2nd Ezra chapter 9 verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before. And this is the Most High, well, I believe the Most High through the angel, if I'm not mistaken, telling Ezra about the times coming, about the end times, and we basically living that out today. Little do people believe, and you know, most people believe it's gonna be, you know, thousands of years later, and they're not gonna see it in their lifetime. But contrary to belief, they're gonna see it in their lifetime because of the prophecies and stuff that's coming to pass right now. We got World War III that's here. We got, you know, the collapse of the U.S. dollar. Hell, the EU is having tariffs against the United States of America, man. Basically, they're breaking off from them, going back to Revelation about the beast, you know, turning on the whore and everything, and also in Daniel's, in his dream about the 10 toes, mire mixed with clay. It's lucky.
Most of them, you know, they say mire, you know, mixed with clay, and partial of it, you know, strong, and most of them are weak, man. So that's how you had the EU today, man. Most of the EU countries strong, like, you know, you might have like, you know, England, you know, London, you know, Great Britain, that, you know, that's strong amongst those, you know, EU nations. But then you have other countries that's weak, like Ireland, Germany, France, that's going through a economic collapse, man. You know, so you know, because it's showing that, like the brother said, man, we coming into some times that all hell is about to break loose, man. You know, it's all the scriptures say, measure the times diligently, man, the prophecy, man. And the brother say, you know, World War III. Now you have recently how Trump want to ramp up the military out of space, man. Talking about a space force. That alone right there showing you that Yahweh Shah is about to bring the kingdom nearer and nearer, closer to, you know, with what these people believe, man. You know, that's showing you that their prophecy itself, that Lord is anytime, you know, away from bringing destruction to this so-called white man military, man, in this kingdom, man. You Edomites, man.
This is Ecclesiasticus, or the book of Sirach, chapter 39, verse 1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient, and be occupied in the prophecies. And that's basically the prophets today, man. Because the prophets are out there prophesying, which means to say before, basically to say before something happened. And they was doing it way before, you know, in the ancient times, man. Pursuing back to Jeremiah chapter 28 and 8. And with that being said, like I said, the prophets are out there praying that we be those prophets prophesying what's about to come to America. Like, you know, the list of martial law, World War III, famine of the word. And it's crazy because this net neutrality is getting real serious now, because you can't even go on certain brothers' like pages and look at certain videos without it being basically banned or like basically flagged. Well, basically being flagged or whatever. And brothers got to keep putting the videos up, putting it on different channels or retitling it or something like that.
So basically, you know, when you start doing that, man, trying to, stop the word of the Lord going out, man. Basically, the Lord having it set that when the Lord do bring the, the famine of the word, that's basically gonna be it for this kingdom, man. Because the message, meaning the message already went out, and the work is, have been done, and the elect have been sealed, man. And so the next step after all that is gonna be destruction, man. This is Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war, of evil, and of pestilence. So the prophets that's been before Jeremiah, and the prophets that been before us, basically the ancient prophets, during the time of the ancient days, man, they prophesied against war, pestilence, great evils that came up against those many nations or kingdoms that ruled during that time, man. So America is no different, man. Because all those nations back then, all those kingdoms back then that was being ruled, it was being ruled in wickedness, man. It wasn't being ruled by the law, statute, commandments, and the upholding of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, man. They was ruled by their idol worship, man. They false gods and they wicked philosophies, man. So America is no different, because America is the most wickedest kingdom that ever existed, man. Here you have homosexuals having right, man. Lesbians, pedophilia, bestiality being put in the law for people that can do, man. Do as thou will, Satan worship, man. All type of manner of wickedness go on here in America, man. Idol worship, man. So the Most High has set up his prophets, starting from the man of great millstone, man, the apostles and elders on down, man, the brothers, that putting up doing the work and warning the people, man. The Lord has set us up, man, to give people warning, just like the prophets from back in the ancient times, man. Because we prophesying about the same thing how the prophets back then did, man. Prophesying about war and great judgment, or the true power Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah is about to bring, man. This is going to be the final judgment, man. And America, which is Babylon the Great, is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear fire, man. And it's going to be invaded by Yahweh Shah, who the word English called Jesus Christ, which is a Negro, man, from the tribe of Judah, man. His real image, man, is he's going to come back and invade this earth, man, and bring down all these wicked kingdoms, man, and establish the nation of Israel, man, starting off with the elect.
With that being said, starting off with the elect and the whole world, basically, times of Jacob's trouble. And we're all going to have to face that time of Jacob's trouble. We just pray that we be that elect number for Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah to steer us through it and deliver us through it. But first, we got to go through something called like persecution and like tribulations and stuff right now, what we're going on as today. And that one our main lesson is on, is persecution for the Lord's sake. Because at the end of the day, if we're doing this for the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, pushing his word, trying to, wake up the hopeful elect out there and hoping that we be part of the elect and praising his glorious name, not Jesus, not God, not Yahweh or Yahshua, or any other false name, he's going to reward us greatly, man, in the kingdom of heaven. And even in before that happens, man, he's going to give certain men spiritual powers. Some might have to be martyrs and have to be put to death for the Lord's sake. But hey, the great thing about it, the Lord still got your back, man. You can't lose faith in the Lord, because the Lord ain't losing faith in you if you really believe in doing his work, and you got to have confidence in that as well. And even though, like I said, you have those down days, but you still have the Akim and mainly the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah to comfort you in those times. That's that. I gotta say it right. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 33, verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. And the wisdom and knowledge is, the scriptures, man, knowing Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, knowing what's about to come, the outcome of after the destruction of America and stuff like that, of thy times, the times of Jacob's trouble, when all hell breaking loose, man. All hope is lost in the cities, man. And the strength of salvation, the fear of the Lord is his treasure. So you have to fear the Lord, man. That's the beginning of knowledge, man. Fearing the Lord, because when you fear the Lord, you'll take the Lord more serious. Because these people, man, a lot of people, man, they don't take the Lord seriously, man. They take him as a joke. They think the Lord all about love, and that's taking him as a joke. Because the Lord kills, man. And when you tell them about the Lord killing and what's about to come, they take you as a joke. They think you on some bullshit or something like that. And the Lord is about killing, man. He's bloodthirsty. In righteousness, though. He do everything the Lord do, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, is in righteousness, man.
You can look at the majority of the people, man, they ain't, like I say, man, they're in wickedness, man. You know, they don't trust in Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, the supreme being, man, the creator of all things, man. You know, they despise the Lord, law, statutes, commandments, his ways, his earth, man. They think they can do all type of wickedness and don't have to face the judgment for it, man. That's why they don't have that fear, man. But the brothers that's in the faith, man, and in truth and sincerity, man, and that day, man, like the scripture say, man, wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of our time. Because we know that what's going to take place, man. We know our hell is about to break loose. And the only way that you can escape that judgment is believing on Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, and being part of that elect. I got a quick precept. This is Amos chapter 5, verse 13. Therefore the prudent shall keep silent in that time, for it is an evil time. So so when the man of the Lord, when the Lord say, when Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai have his man, keep silent, meaning stop speaking his word, man. Take his man off the highways and byways. And when this martial law be implemented, when all hell break loose, when you ain't gonna be, people ain't gonna be able to seek the word of the Lord on highways or on the internet, man, because it's gonna be an evil time at that moment, man. There ain't gonna be no more speaking, man. It's gonna be on the second phase, meaning action, man. Verse 14. Seek good and not evil, that ye may live, and so the Lord, the power of hosts, shall be with you as ye have spoken. So the Lord, is gonna be with the man of the Lord who's spoken his words, man. And the Lord says, seek good, man, and hate the evil, man. Y'all, the brothers in this faith and the truth, man, we're supposed to hate this world, man. We're not supposed to sustain or uphold the things of this world, man, because the works of it is wickedness, man. And we want to be righteous, man, to the best of our ability, man. And ultimately, we want to be righteous when the Lord, put the law, statutes, commandments in our inward part, man. And we can rule in righteousness forever, man. So we're supposed to hate the evil and love the good, man. We're not supposed to be the way of this world, man. Verse 15, hate the evil and love the good and establish judgment in the gate. So that's what we're doing out on the highways and byways, man. We establish judgment in the gate, man. In the chief place of concourse, man. Where amongst all nations can see us, man. And warn and mark the 2/3 and tell these heathens, man, these Japanese, these Arabs, the so-called white man, the Africans, the Hamites, tell them that their future is, slavery under the nation of Israel, man. But that's what they don't like, man. They hate the prophets of the Lord, because we telling them that the works that they're doing are evil, and the Lord is gonna come at and judge it for it. That's it, man.
This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 10. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. And that's talking to the elect, man. Because everybody, basically the rest of Israel, which consists of you blacks, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, they don't do nothing for righteousness' sake. They do everything in wickedness. That's why they mainly in the condition that they in. Most of them get gunned down, they poor as hell, they smite with madness, and all that. So with that being said, this scripture is talking about the elect, and the Lord always talked about his elect, because the elect was the only one that really and truly believed in Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, the Heavenly Father, and his only begotten Son, man. Because these people don't know the Heavenly Father or his Son. Because if they did, they would really humble themselves down, man. And that's how you know we have a 2/3 number that has to be destroyed out of the nation of Israel. And it only makes sense, because it's crazy, because a lot of people like that believe in the Bible, they don't believe in everything in the Bible.
They don't have to understand it.
They don't have to understand it. Just like how certain people believe in God and Jesus Christ, which is false, but they don't believe in reincarnation. Something simple. And like I said, this scripture is pertaining to the elect, man. They the ones that's fighting and being persecuted for righteousness' sake, speaking righteous things out there. And that's why we're being hated, because this place is controlled by Satan in straight darkness, man. And these people are wicked all hell.
Like you said, they don't believe in reincarnation, not knowing it. Reincarnation in the Bible, because the 2/3 man are the ones that coming back in this lifetime from the ancient times, that rejected the Lord back then, ever since the time of Moses. When he led the children of Israel out of the Egypt and into the wilderness, man, and they went against Moses, worshiping the gods of Egypt, man. They the same people, same generation that reincarnated today for going against the prophets, stoning the prophets, man, prosecuting the prophets back then. Ultimately, man, they the same people that went against Yahweh Shai, man, and turned Yahweh Shai to the Romans, man, and to be crucified. Man. I got a quick precept. This is on Amos chapter 5, verse 10. They hated him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhorred him that speak uprightly. And so that's what you have, man. You had these 2/3 of our people, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, that hated, the real men of the Lord. That's out there on the highways and byways and putting up these videos, man, speaking uprightly, man, speaking against this evil world, man, this evil and wicked kingdom, man, that go against the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, and it's going and this place going against the Lord chosen people, man. Cause our people here in America are comfortable, forgetting that they was brought over here on slave ships, man, and be conquered by their enemies, the Edomites, man. And they thinking that, this they rest, man. They thinking that this place, they living here comfortable, man. They think they forgot about forgive and forgetting about slavery, man. Not knowing that this is a place for the place we were brought over here to be, in captivity, man, and be under judgment under Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. But they hate us that rebuke it in the gate, man. That's why they want to get us off the highways and byways. That's why they call us a terrorist group, man, a hate group, man. Saying that the black KKK, just saying all type of false accusation that not above us, man. One thing we're doing is speaking the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, and they upset about that, man. Especially our people, because the main thing, our people are such hypocrites, because they'll say that they love the Bible and love the Lord and believe in the Bible. When you really go into the scriptures and bring out the word for what it is, man, they hate it, man.
They turn into a real demon.
Yeah, them demons come out of them, man. They true intention, they hold their true personality, how they really are. That they ain't the righteous, man. That they wicked, man. And they nothing but a bunch of hypocrites, man. I got another precept. These people out here, man, 2/3 of our people, man, they don't, the reason why they hate us because they see other so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans standing up for righteousness, man, and rebuking them, man. So they don't like to be told, by their own people that look like them, the prophets that look like them, to be told what to do, man. They want to, if they hear from Esau, their enemy, they want to get in line, man, because they still fear this so-called white man. They think the so-called white man, the Edomites, they buddies and friends, and thinking that he's the guy, he's the superior, not knowing that, man, the Lord is about to come back and bring the Edomites down, man. This is, brother. Yeah, something to say.
I'm about to say, with that being said, now you know that them curses fit us, and that the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are those stiff-necked people, the nation of Israel, man. Because they hard-headed as hell, and they'll look at you and be like, oh, y'all think y'all perfect. Like, no, we're not, but we're perfect in knowing Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. Because he revealed us a lot of things through the prophets, because we have teachers and we have elders and apostles that taught us this, man. And they had theirs.
You guys see, they think we are showing off, or think like a brother said, oh, y'all think y'all perfect, but us, man, we thriving to be perfect like Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man, and righteousness, man. They don't want to seek the Lord and do right, man. They want to do wickedness, man. So that's why they jealous, man. Cause they ain't in them to do righteous, man. They want to be comfortable here doing in America doing wickedness, man. While we being vexed and want to get out of this place, want this place to be destroyed, and want the Lord to deliver us from our enemies. And we want to be back in our homeland, man, Israel, man. That you so-called white people don't stole from us, man. But the Lord is about to come back and set everything up right, man. This is Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 17. Thou therefore gird up thy loins and arise and speak unto them all that I command thee. Be not dismayed at their face, lest I confound thee before them. For behold, I have made thee this day a defense city, and an iron pillar, a bronzen wall against the whole land, against the kings of Judah, against the princes thereof, against the priests thereof, against the people of the land. And they shall fight against thee, but they shall not prevail against thee. For I am with thee, say the Lord Yahweh Shah, to deliver thee. So the Lord tell us, man, on the highways and byways, the men that's in this faith, man, and doing this work, man, putting out the videos, man. He say, build up our loins, man. And, our mind, man, as a man, man. Because we already know that prosecution is going to come, man. They're going to try to slander us, man. They want to, throw us in, concentration camp. They want to get us off the highways and byways. They want to put us to death, man. But the Lord is with us, man. We continue on enduring to the end and speaking the words of the Lord. Because it's not about our word, man. It's the word and the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua that's doing these things, man. So the Lord is going to protect us from these 2/3 and these people, these scoffers, these scorners, these people that are trying to prosecute us, man. These agents, man. The Esau or the Edomites sending out the different brothers' camps and stuff, or somebody send them to the job, man. These spies and stuff, man. You got, might have the federal agents outside your home, man, in their unmarked cars and stuff. Listening to everything you're saying, trying to look at your whereabouts, man. Following you on your pages, on your YouTube channel and your Google accounts and stuff, all that, and just because they be watching for us, man. And they know that we have the truth. Ultimately, man, it's a spiritual war, man. We already know that Satan, man. Satan that's on these people to come against the true men of the Lord, man. For the Lord to test us to see are we going to endure and keep pushing this word and believing on him, man. And not to give up, man, all because we're being prosecuted and these people coming against us, man. So that's what the Lord said, you got to gird up thy loins, man, and trust in him, man, because these people can't confound us, man.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 10. I'm going to start at verse 16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. So ye therefore wise as serpents, as harmless as doves. And that basically all that I believe that should be twofold, because that's like some other like false prophet groups, and as well like the brother is talking about, like how these people in this world is really trying to persecute us and really trying to hurt us for what we are doing. Because to be spiritual, we're tearing this place down by the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And with that being said, Satan is going to try his best, and Satan is basically being controlled by Yahweh to try us to see if we really about the work of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. So at the end of the day, it's the Lord that's doing everything, man. The Lord controlling Satan. Satan is going to try to do certain things to get on us, get on brothers' nerve, prosecute us, stuff like that. And also in the fake Israelite camps, man. Because there's the wolves in sheep clothing that's really trying to discourage the word, or trying to basically push out the elect. But the elect is going to be sealed no matter what, because it's predestined. It's already written that the elect is going to obtain salvation. And basically, them camps, them false camps, is for the wicked Israelites, man, that really think that they're about it, and they're all about the law and the law and the law. Continuing on. But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues. Because
that was going to happen, man. When when all hell break loose, you know, you have people who you don't told the truth to, man. You know, that never liking you because, you know, you might tell them about, you know, tell them about the truth, about the, you know, rebuking them, trying to correct them about their ways. They don't want to take heed, man. So when all hell break loose, man, you can have even family members, you know, might be your, you know, your brother or your, you know, close friend, your mother, you know, or your father, man. When they starting to see these things happening that you've been talking to them about, they're gonna turn against you, man. They're gonna try to deliver you up to the council, man. When all hell break loose and Esau establishes martial law, man, you know, cause they're gonna really show their true attention, man. And ultimately, man, cause they think that all because the evil coming against them, man, they think that you the one that brought the evil, man. You know, so they figure if they can get rid of you, you know, they'll be comfortable, then everything will be good, man. You know, not knowing that the Lord is the one that, you know, bringing the evil, man. And not of us, man. We just the messengers, man. Still got more on it?
Yeah, I got 19 through 22. Verse 19. But when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak, for it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak. And that basically going into, you know, you shouldn't be thinking like, oh, how I'm going to get out of this situation, or what shall I say, or anything like that. You should be focused on how the Lord's going to deliver you out of that. And, you know, how the Holy Spirit is going to deliver you out of that, man. And verse 20. For it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you. And that's how you know everything's spiritual. And during that time, it's not going to be of us that's going to be talking, man. It's going to be Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai that's going to be talking in us. Because we already talking of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai right now through these scriptures, man. Because that's the scriptures is all about. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and, you know, teaching and the elect of Israel, and then, you know, last but not least, the rest of Israel, because 2/3, you know, they gotta get judged for what they've done, man. Going back to what they did in the wilderness, man. Verse 21. And the brother shall deliver up the brother to death, going into basically your household, man. If you know, you told your brother that was, you know, born of the flesh, you told him the truth, and when all hell break loose, he gonna think, damn, because my brother said this is the reason why it's happening. I'm gonna deliver him up to, you know, the Roman centurions, the modern day Romans today. And the father, the child, going back, you know what the brother said, the father gonna deliver the child, and the children shall rise up against their parents and cause them to be put to death. Verse 22. And ye should be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth to the end shall be saved. Yeah, man, we're gonna be hated for what we saying, man, and what we teaching. So we basically showing the wickedness of our people, and their wicked deeds, man, telling them to come back to the law, statutes, and commandments, and if they're not, they're going to be put to death by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And our people don't like that. But it say, but he that endureth all these things, to the end shall be saved, man. Those are the ones that are going to be saved, the elect, the 144,000, and the 1/3 of men, women, and children that's following the gospel.
This is Isaiah chapter 54, verse 17. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. You know, so you know every tongue that come up against, you know, the men of the Lord, man, these people come up and speak, you know, these wicked things against us, against the message, and against the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. You know, it's not going to prosper, man. It's going to fail, man. And we condemn them, man, when we come out the scriptures and through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. Because we are the mouthpiece of the Lord, man. This is the inheritance of the servants of the Lord, and their righteousness is of me, say Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Because the Lord the one that set us up through the spirit, man. You know, you have brothers, you know, man, had little, you know, dreams and stuff of trying to make it here in America, man. Being a, you know, top, you know, sports play or rapper or some type of have a certain career. When the Lord pluck us out of that mind state and give us His mind, man, His law, statute, commandment, tell us to push it amongst the you know, the world, man, to warn the 2/3 and warn these heathens, man, and gathering the elect, man, by the words, man, because we know that the time is short, man. You know, so it's the will of the Lord that He woke brothers up, man, and give us the truth, man, and to go out there to proclaim His word, man. And being a prophet, man, being a man of the Lord, you know, that's the the best thing that can ever happen, man. That you can be, man, better than any other position or title or anything you trying to gather here in this world that's about to be destroyed, man. You know, because the prophets are going to be the ones that go inherit the kingdom and be the 144,000, and be the kings and the rulers of the earth, man. Just for them, being part of the elect and doing the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So the righteous things that we doing, man, is of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, not of ourselves, man. Another one. This is John chapter 15. John chapter 15, verse 18. If the world hated you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. So, the world hated us, man. And Yahushua saying the world hated you. Know that it hated Him before it hated us, man. Because basically we in the stand of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. We going out there speaking the words that Yahweh Shem Yahushua have written through the Holy Scriptures, man. So they not hating us for speaking the words, man. They hating Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. The Lord is the one that that wrote set up the men to write the Scriptures and go out there and prophesy and proclaim His word, man. So they really hate Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Verse 19. If you were of the world would love its own, but because you are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you. So if you was of this world, man, these people love us, man. Now you got majority of these people that they fall Israelite camps, man. You have the world, majority of them, they got big congregations, man, because they are that world, man. What things they are pushing the world, man? Rap videos, concerts, man. Just trying to be musical, man, music, and trying to live that limelight. That's how you have here these other false Israelite camps, man, like IUIC, man, pushing rap videos and having award ceremonies, man, concerts, man, just like the rest of these other false Israelite camps, man. That amongst IUIC and IUSPK and GOCC. They're in it for following this, man. They're not in it for pushing the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua and want this place to fall. Nowadays, the people of this world love them, and they are drawn into them false Israelite camps, man. They despise us, man, because we're not of the world, man. We speaking in righteousness of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. We ain't got time to put no rap videos up and having award ceremonies and doing all that followingness, man, that wickedness, man. All that time that they doing, man, they can take all that time and push the truth, man. But they're not going to push the truth because the Lord is not with them, man. They are this world, man. They say, I had chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you. So we're not of this world, so the world hate us, man. And you have these other, Israelite camps, they fall Israelite camps that come against the great millstone and the men of the Lord. They hate us because we rebuking them, telling them they're going off in the doctrine, man. They going off doing all this worldly stuff that's not necessary that they need to do, man. All thing they need to do is push the word of the Lord, man. The truth and sincerity, and push Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You got majority, these Israelite camps, these false Israelite camps, man. They don't push Yahweh Shem Yahushua. They don't push the name. They don't push the judgment of the heathens, man. Or judgment on the 2/3 that's about to come. The destruction of America. Because they love this world and they hate us, man. Verse 20. Remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have prosecuted me, they will also prosecute you. If they had kept my sayings, they will keep yours also. So if they prosecute Yahweh Shem Yahushua, when Yahushua back then, the Lord said that we're not greater than him, man. So they're gonna prosecute us, man. If they did that to the firstborn, man, the first creation of all things, and the Lord Yahweh put Yahushua over all things, man. How much more his service, man? The ones that that's up under him doing his will, man. So the Lord said if they prosecute him, they damn sure gonna prosecute us, man. And that what happened, man. They threw some of the disciples in the prison centers, man. You know, in the dungeon, man. You know, they did like how they gonna do as men now in the times that we coming now, man. They gonna throw some of us in the FEMA camps, the concentration camps, man. They're gonna try to come after us, man. You know, but we already know that, you know, that's gonna happen, man. That's why the Lord, you know, giving us warning, man. You know, and we gotta take heed, man. But we trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. If they had kept my saying, they will keep yours also. So they're going to the elect, man. If they keep the words, if they hear the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, they're gonna, you know, hear the sayings that we speaking also, because we speak to the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Verse 21. But all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me. Because they don't know Yahweh, man, that sent Yahweh Shai, man. So when we go out there and push Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, they're going to prosecute us and come up against us, because they don't know the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That it on that.
Alright, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 16, verse 25. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, and whosoever will lose his life for my name's sake shall find it. And that's basically going into the life we living in now, man, giving up all the worldly lust that we used to lust after. Like the brother said, we had big dreams of going, you know, doing a lot of things out there, worldly lustful things out there. But the Lord has something different for us, man. And for that, we're gonna find life, man. And with that, life is the kingdom of heaven, bro. Living for eternity, man. Immortality, spiritual powers, man. Having these heathens under us instead of over us, man. That's real life, man. The life we so-called in now is not real life. And I'm gonna read verse 26. For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? And that's basically going in sellouts, man, for filthy lucre's sake, man, for money, mammon. Or what shall a man give exchange for his soul? Yeah, simple as that. What shall a man exchange for his soul, man? People sell out for a lot of worldly things, man. Money, fame, just fortune, women. Hell, women. A lot of people sell out for women too, man. But we're supposed to lose our life for Yahweh Shai's sake, man. Lose the worldly lust that we once had and all the false dreams that we had, and now facing reality, which is these scriptures, man, and the kingdom of heaven. Because a lot of people don't even believe how beautiful the kingdom of heaven is going to be. That's how you know this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is given to a few, man, the elect, man. Because everybody, the rest of them, is wicked, man. They can't see it, man. They're blind, man.
They hoping in this world, which is about to perish, man, about fire, man. And then they not, you know, they thinking this place gonna keep going on, not knowing that unexpectedly, man, even though the prophets out there telling these people, warning them about the destruction that's about to come to America, but they're gonna catch them unexpected, man, like a thief in the night, man. And they're gonna be burned up, man, and they works, man. All that they work for.
This is Mark chapter 8, verse 35. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it. But whosoever shall lose his life for my name's sake and the gospel's, the same shall be saved, man. Man, basically going into doing the work, man. All, you know, your worldly lust, man. Even if you got families, you got to put more time in this truth, even in your families, man. And that, a lot of people, that's harsh. But the reality of it, if you put more time in the truth in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, Yahweh Shem Yahushua can deliver you and have you deliver your whole family, man. And that's the best, that's the beauty of that, the best outcome of that, man. Serve Yahweh Shem Yahushua, do the work, follow the gospel, man, the good news, man. Because this is good news to the nation of Israel, because we've been down for the longest. We was fucking up for the longest, man. It's time for us to rightfully being righteousness and to rule this world that the Lord gave us to rule, starting off with Yahweh Shai, and under Yahweh Shai King David, man. This is Luke chapter 6, verse 22. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you. So it's blessed that the men hate you, man, especially for righteousness' sake, man. The Lord look at that as a glorious honor, man. But these men are wicked as all hell, man. You fighting for righteousness, man. You fighting for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai to search out the fish for the elect, man. And when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you, and cast out your name as evil. So basically, like your old friends you used to be in the world with, now they look at you different. Oh, he a nobody, man. He a nigga, man. He ain't shit, man. He done stop fucking with us, man. He into that Bible thing now. Hey, man, that's blessed. That's a blessed thing, man. They're not, they're not talking good of you, but you're doing a righteous thing, man. That's blessed, man. For the Son of Man's sake, Son of Man's, man, Yahweh Shai, man, for Yahweh Shai's sake, man. That's part of that persecution. Here you don't do nothing wrong to nobody. You try, you follow the laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability, man. You stay to yourself. You stay around the Akim that have the same like mind set as you, but you got the wicked niggas of the world that's gonna put your name out there as nobody. Hell, they even call us pedophiles, rapists. They say conspiracy theorists. What else? Just all types of madness, man. Call us. I'm trying to think. There's another word. Like, yeah, that was
basically just
slandering us,
slandering us and false accusing.
Yeah, false accusations.
False accusations that we're not doing, man. All we doing is all that they can blame us for is nothing but doing the work of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. They can't rebuke us on that. They can't come up against us about us breaking these scriptures wrong, because we know the scriptures, man, from the apostles and elders on down, man. So the next thing they can only do is attack our character, man. Yep. Trying to get at us at our personal lives, man. But like I said, our personal life is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. So we don't care about the things of the world or the people, what they're saying about us, man. Because we know that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is true, and we know that He's about to bring great judgment.
That's right.
Yeah, on that.
Yeah.
I got a precept. This is John, chapter 17, verse 14. I had given them thy word, and the world have hated them, because they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. So the word, Yahweh Shai gave us this word, man. And in order for you to get this word, man, to be truth and sincere, you gotta be not of this world, man. You can't have to say the truth and still trying to be indulged in this world, man. You gotta despise this world, man, and serve Yahweh Shai, man. So the scripture say, I had given them thy word, and the world had hated them, because they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. So the world hate us, man, for Yahweh Shai's sake, man, for the word. Verse 15, I pray not that thou should take them out of the world, but that thou should keep them from the evil. They are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. Sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is truth. So the Lord sanctifies his men through the truth, man, through the understanding of these scriptures, man. That's why they can't come against the men of the Lord, man. Because like I said, it's not of us, man. It's the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. And that one's going to sanctify us, because we know the truth. And the Lord is going to sanctify us. That's it on that. I got another precept. Trying to find something. This is These people, man, you know, they coming against the men of the Lord, not knowing, man, they coming against Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. The Lord is going to ultimately destroy them for that, man. This is Zechariah chapter 7, verse 11. But they refused to hearken and pull away their shoulder and stop their ears that they should not hear. So you know, 2/3 of our people, man, don't want to hear the truth, man. 2/3 of you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, out there on the highways and byways every weekend or whenever brothers go out, man, y'all walk by the camp, man. Y'all scoff and scorn, man. Taking us as a joke, man. Looking at us as a spectacle, man. It's like we just ain't there, like we just out there just to speak, man. Or looking at us like we crazy, man. But they're gonna realize, man, that Yahweh Shai has sent the prophets out, man. To warn them, to tell them to take heed. But then it's gonna be too late once all hell breaks loose, man. And once Yahweh Shai come back and bring destruction, and ultimately, when he had no nukes fly over here and land on the soil of America, man. Verse 12. Ye, they made their hearts as a mammoth stone, lest they should hear the law and the words which the Lord of hosts has sent in his spirit by the former prophets. Therefore come a great wrath from the Lord of hosts. So they make their mind, basically their heart, meaning their mind, man, as a stone, man, hard-headed, man. They don't want to listen, man, unless they hear the words of the Lord, man, by the ways of the prophets, man. And that's the only way they can be saved, man. If not, man, they're going to be part of the 2/3, and they're going to be destroyed, man, by the nuclear missile, and by the great wrath of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You got anything? No, I got something. This is Hebrews 4 and 12. For the word of Yahweh is quick. The word of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is quick and powerful, and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and it is the center of the thoughts and the intents of the heart. So the word of the Lord, man, is more powerful than a two-edged sword, man. Because when people hear the words, man, the majority of our people, 2/3 of you Negro, Latino, and Native American, you scoffers, you scorners, you reprobates, man, that don't want to take heed, man. The heathens, man, when they hear the word of the Lord, man, they get cut up, man. They get cut in the spirit, man. Because this word ultimately, bring down their dreams and their hope, man. When we tell them that America's going to be destroyed, and Lord's going to come back and destroy them for their wickedness, they don't want to hear it, man. They want to keep on caring about this world, man, living it up, man. They don't want to hear about destruction and the Lord bringing wrath and death and judgment to this place, man. So that what cut their spirit, man. And that's why they come up against them, the men of the Lord, man. Starting off with apostles and elders, a great minister and the brothers on down, man. But the Lord is going to protect us, man, in that day, man, and judge those that don't want to take heed, man.
All right. This is the book of Mark, chapter 10, starting there up at 29. And Yahushua answered and said, Verily I say unto you, there is no man that hath left house or brethren, or sister, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands for my name, for my sake, in the Gospels. Both he, verse 30, but he shall receive 100-fold now in this time, houses, and brethren, and sisters, and mothers, and children, and lands, with persecutions, and in the world to come eternal life. And that's basically like Yahushua basically saying, if you lose everything that he just listed in this lifetime, you're going to receive 100-fold in the next, man, including eternal life. But this is not eternal life we're in it now, because we're living in the valley of the shadows of death, man. We can die at any moment, man. And with that being said, like, Yahushua got the elect back. Because without Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man, we can be in all types of wickedness, man. We can be like in the world. Shit, we can be dead right now, but the Lord, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, got a purpose for us to preach this truth, man, this gospel, man, to teach about Him, Yahweh Shai, man, for His sake. Verse 31, but many that are first shall be last, and last first.
Oh, they're going into Esau, man.
Oh, Esau.
You got Esau, you get Edomites, they first, and they're going to be last in the kingdom. And also going to 2/3 of our people that have a upper hand in the society, man. That are living lavish and living good, man, like these entertainers, these rich and wealthy, Israelites that think they made it, man. In the kingdom, they're going to be last, man. Because the elect is going to be over the 2/3, man. The 2/3 is going to be up under the elect, man. Because that's what time we coming into, man, being prosecuted, man. Like I say, you got these agents, man, these agents that work for the government, or these agents, spiritual demons, that work for Satan, man, that's trying to be amongst the brother, to spy out our liberty, man. Trying to, bring strife to, to the camps, or to the men of the Lord, man. But the Lord have His men back, man, and we already know what we were gonna go through for preaching the word of Yahweh Shai. And Yahweh Shai was that example of being in righteousness and preaching the truth, and being hated, man, for preaching the word, man, and being, prosecuted by His own people, man. You go ahead.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 30, starting off at 35. Who shall separate us from the love of Hamashiach? Shall tribulation, or distress, persecution, or famine, or nakedness, or peril, or sword? Verse 36, as it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long, and we are accounted as sheep for the slaughter. So basically, for the truth's sake, for Yahweh Shai's sake, man, we're counted as sheep to the slaughter. Because people want to kill us, man, for what we're doing, man, what we're preaching. We're preaching, about the kingdom to come, about Esau, which is the so-called white man being in slavery, and after that being exterminated for 1,000 years. Because our people, man, they love the enemies, man, and the rest of the nations being in subjection under the Israelites. And our people don't want to hear that. They don't like to hear that we're more superior, which Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai set up us to be like more superior than these heathen nations. And what's to come in the future of the kingdom of heaven, we're going to be placed back in our right mind, in the right estate of us ruling and being over these heathen nations, man. And none of those should separate us from the love of Hamashiach, man. The tribulation, the distress, the persecution, famine, nakedness, or the sword, man. Anything that's gonna come our way, we still should hold fast in Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, man. Don't lose faith, man. But that's what that basically going into, losing faith. You shouldn't lose faith when none of these things shall come upon you. Your faith should increase. But that's how persecution. He chastised you because He really loved you, and for you to go through that, He wants to see how strong are you as a man. And you gotta have strong faith, man. You can't have weak faith in this thing, because if you do, the Lord gonna spew you out, man. He gonna let you go. You gotta have strong faith in Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. He always delivered the righteous, man. He never failed, never. And with that, we shouldn't never fail in having faith in the Lord, man.
This is Hebrews chapter 11, verse 24. By faith, Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season. We like in the stead of Moses, man. Like back then, Moses, even though he was under the Egyptian captivity, man, the Pharaoh Look at Moses as a great man, man. He had, the Pharaoh's daughter, man, married the Pharaoh's daughter. But instead of him, being jumped with the Egyptians, man, he threw all that away. He could have had the pleasures of the Egyptians, man, all the gold, the finest, garments, and the treasures and stuff, man. But he refused all that, rather than suffer affliction, with his people, man, the children of Israel, man. So that's how we are, man. We rather, reject the ways of this world, man, and suffer affliction, man. That we're going through right now, man. Because we look, like the brother said, man, we know that, how the brother said, man, we know that, the Lord will give us 100-fold, man, in the kingdom, man. And nothing's going to take that away from us. How things on this side is corrupt and vanish away, man. Materialistic things, man. Because in the kingdom, man, we're going to have all things forever, man.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 10. We are fools for Hamashiach's sake, but ye are wise in Hamashiach. We are weak, but ye are strong. Ye are honorable, but we are despised, man. And we're basically we're fools for Yahweh's sake, Hamashiach's sake, by the foolishness of preaching what we're doing, being persecuted wrongfully, even though we're doing a righteous thing. The Lord, He looks upon that honorable thing. He knows we're doing the right thing, man. But the men don't see it, and we are weak in this flesh, but are strong in the spirit, man. Because the spirit is quickening, and the flesh profited nothing, man. The flesh is that, sins, man. Give us not the will, but the way of sins, man. This flesh, this weak flesh, and the flesh is like weak to this world, but our spirit is continuously going towards Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and that's the perfect balance, man. We are honorable. We are honorable until Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man, because we're doing the right thing, man. We're doing His will to the best of our ability. That's all we can do, man, until He returns with His everlasting kingdom. But we are despised in men's eyes, man. Because a lot of people hate what we are doing, and they despise us, man. They really want to kill us, man. Being on the highways and byways, man, saying we're a hate group, man. You basically saying the Lord is a racist, which He is, because He only for the nation of Israel, man. He don't care about them other nations, man. And that's where our people get it fucked up at. Our people do not know the Lord, man. They think they really do know Him, but they don't, or they don't know the Lord's real purpose, man. The Lord made them heathens for our sake, for us to rule over them, for them to be under us, man, to work, cater to our everyday needs, man, because we're Yasher Allah. He Prince of the power, man. He Prince of God, man. We're not supposed to be in this lower state, but we fail and we sin from we sin from the law, statutes, and commandments, man. We didn't follow Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. And that's why when He come back, He's going to put it in our inward parts, which is our mind, man. He's going to put the law in us to the point we will not go off anymore, man. So all this is a learning experience going back to the time of Adam and Eve, knowing good and evil, man. So it was predestined for us to go off. Harsh as it sounds, but hey, it's for a greater outcome, man. Everlasting kingdom, man. Ruling forever. Women of our desires, man. The nations being under us, man. Praising Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai in full righteousness, man. No more sin. No more falling, man. No more being at the bottom. The payment subject unto payments, man. No more slavery.
Another precept. This is Galatians chapter 4, verse 16. Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth? So the people, we actually, have we could become your enemy because we tell you the truth. In all actuality, in this case, yes, man. We are enemies, man, because you are enemies of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. And we represent Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You are our enemies, man, because we are enemies to this world, man. And we despise what Yahweh Shem Yahushua despises, man. But we're supposed to be the same people, the same nation as the Negro, Latino, Native Americans. But they hate us because we telling them the truth, man. That's why we are their enemies, man. And now the Lord, they are enemies to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. And the Lord going to destroy 2/3 of his people, man. Yeah, anything else? Yeah, you go bring that out. I'll finish it off with
this. It says 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 17. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, so this is only for a moment, man. Us going off, stuff like that, going back to the time of Adam and to the time now, man, it was just for a moment, because the things that's going to come is for eternity, man. It's for eternity. Worketh for us as a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. Verse 18. While we look not at the things which are seen, carnally, but at the things which are not seen, spiritual things, man. For the things which are seen are temporal, which is this lifetime, man. America, man. This false dream that most people think that's a reality, man. It's not. It's only temporal, man. This place is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear fire, man. But the things which are not seen are eternal, the kingdom of heaven. Only the elect can picture the kingdom of heaven, man. The rest of them, they can't, because they're blinded. They can't see the glory of Yahweh Shai, man. They can't see, the heathen nations under our feet. They can't see themselves ruling forever, man, having women, children we can really enjoy. And hell, people don't even believe, like I say, this how you know it's only to the elect. People don't even believe in, like, reproduction in the kingdom of heaven. Basically sex, man. Because the things that going on down here, like sex-wise, it's wicked, man. It's not even our real women, our real wives. They done got ran through by all types of men. But in the kingdom of heaven, which is going to be way better, we're going to have virgins, man. And that sounds righteous. We're going to have virgins. We're going to stay amongst our wives, plural wives, forever. We're not going to die off. We're not going to age, man. And we're going to rule with Yahweh Shai, man. We need Yahweh Shai, man. We need him to rule. Because with him ruling, it's complete righteousness, man.
We're going to get this scripture, basically going to close it out. Because, how we say we've been going into prosecution, man, how these people coming against the men of the Lord, man, trying to hinder the word and trying to, flag our videos and come against the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. But we don't care about these people. We don't care about the ways of this world, because we know that this place, and we don't care about the people, what they saying, man, because we know this place about to be destroyed, man. This is on Romans chapter 3, verse 3. For what if some did not believe, shall their unbelief make the faith of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua without effect? So, the Lord said, what if some didn't believe, man? Does that going to change the fact that the Lord is going to destroy America? That he's going to set up the nation of Israel? That he's going to bring down the Edomites, man, the so-called white nation, man, and the rest of these heathen, man? If they don't believe, man, the Lord still is going to fulfill his will and bring forth all the prophecies, man, and establish his son to be the king over the earth, man, with his elect chosen people, man, starting off with the elect. Verse 4, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua forbid. Yea, let Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua be true, but every man a liar, as is it written, that thou mayest be justified in thy sayings, and mayest overcome when thou art judged. So basically, all because the people don't believe in the word of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, it's still not going to change the fact that the Lord is going to destroy this place, man. Because the Lord is truth, man. That's why, he say, let every man be a liar, man. So, although we men, but we understand and we bringing out the truth of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man. You know, so that will gonna justify us being righteous, man. Cause it's not of our works, man. It's works. It's not of our will that we doing this. You know, it's Yahweh Shem Yahshua will, man. Cause we looking for the mercy of Yahweh Shem Yahshua to be upon us, man. So we can inhabit our heritage in the kingdom of heaven, man. You know, and rule with the Lord in righteousness, man. You know, because the Lord, the word of Yahweh Shem Yahshua is gonna be the one that's gonna stand at the end of the day, man. Not matter what men say. And what these, you know, these scoffers, these scorners say, these non-believers, man. You know. Anything else you want to say, brother? You know, so you know, basically, you know, that's been our lesson, man. We pray that, you know, our brothers be, you know, fed, you know, and, you know, that they've been edifying, man. You know, brothers out there, you know, keep fighting, keep pushing, man, because we know prosecution is coming, man. We already know these, you know, the devil gonna come down, cause you know, they have a great, you know, a short time left, man. So we gonna come down with that great wrath, man, trying to hinder us, man. Throw us in this concentration camp, trying to come and prosecute us, man, all that, man. But we already know Yahweh Shem Yahshua gonna have our back, man. We keep on firm and holding on, man, believing in Yahweh Shem Yahshua, man. So, you know, don't get discouraged or don't, you know, get worried, man. Just keep fighting, man. When you see these things happening, man, that should, you know, boost your spirit and make you believe on the Lord and call on the Lord more, man, to deliver you, man, for the times that we coming, man. If we just that step closer, Yahweh Shem Yahshua bringing this place down and setting the kingdom up, man, for us, man. You know, so brothers keep fighting and keep pushing, man. You know, so the next time, you know, we're gonna give all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Rakar, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone that rule well. Double salutation to the Akim, the brothers that's on the highways and byways in the ministry uplifting the truth in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Shalom.
Shalom.